Okay, so great news. Or maybe bad news. It depends on your opinion of AI. Anyways, OpenClaw now has children, and who knows, maybe one of them might actually be better than the original. Oh, and it also can dream now. So there is that. Both of these things are real, and both happened in the last 2 weeks, so let's talk about them. Oh, and quickly before we start, I post 3 videos weekly, so subscribe and hit that bell to become a codehead and get notified as soon as I drop. All right, let's go. If you don't know OpenClaw because you live under a rock in Bikini Bottom, well, it's a self-hosted open source AI assistant that runs on basically anything. It went from 0 to more than 350k GitHub stars in less than 3 months. The team ships so fast, they name versions by the date they release them, not by some arbitrary number. So, the children. OpenClaw is open source, which means anyone can take the code and run with it, and the community did exactly that. And a few weeks later, there's an entire family tree. So, let's have a look at some of the favorite children. First kid, zeroclaw. This one went completely off the rails, in a good way. For starters, it's built in Rust, weighs about 3.4 megabytes total, runs on under 5 megabytes of RAM, which is about all I could afford with today's prices, and boots in 10 milliseconds. That's smaller than most app icons. You could run this on a Raspberry Pi to do very legal activities, of course. Second kid, nanoclaw. Less than 4,000 lines of code and 10 dependencies. That's the whole thing. It's built for strict isolation. It doesn't do unexpected things. It doesn't pull weird dependencies. If you're someone who reads every line before running anything on your machine, well, you're a nerd, and this was built specifically for you. Third kid, moltis. This is the one that got a corporate job. Enterprise hooks, zero unsafe code, built for teams that need audit trails and accountability. If zeroclaw moved off the grid, moltis got a LinkedIn profile and a benefits package. Now listen, all of those OpenClaw variants are good for specific tasks and have additional security layers. But if you want to run OpenClaw without exposing your data to third parties or leaving your machine vulnerable, then Hostinger, the sponsor of today's video, has your back. Head to my link in the description for a bonus 10% off and check out their OpenClaw plans. Pick the managed OpenClaw plan, 0 setup, no per agent fees, and enough resources to run multiple bots at once. Hit Get OpenClaw, set your environment variables, connect your AI provider using the built-in AI credits or your own API key. Pick your messaging channel, and you're live in minutes. No servers, no code. Here's what makes it a no-brainer. Your data stays completely private in an isolated Docker container, so none of the vulnerabilities can touch you. On top of that, OpenClaw on Hostinger is up to 3 times more affordable than running it on a Mac Mini or paying external API costs. And it all runs 24/7 without you lifting a finger. Plans start at just a few dollars a month, and you can use code CODEHEAD10 at checkout for an additional 10% off. Thanks to Hostinger for sponsoring this video. Okay, back to the other thing. While you're having nightmares about being laid off, OpenClaw stays running, going through everything you talked about during the day and deciding what's worth remembering permanently. They called this feature dreaming. It runs in 3 phases, and it mirrors how human sleep consolidates memory. Here's how it works. In light sleep mode, it reads your chats and session logs from the day, removes duplicates, and builds a list of candidates, things that might matter. Nothing gets saved yet. REM sleep. In this phase, OpenClaw looks for patterns. What came up repeatedly? What did you keep asking about? It starts scoring everything. Deep sleep. This is where it gets strict. Something only makes it into your permanent memory file if its scores above 0.8 was recalled at least 3 separate times across at least 3 different types of questions. And before you ask, yes, you can actually see all of this happening. OpenClaw has a Dreams tab in its agent panel where you can watch what got ingested, what passed the filters, and what made it into long-term memory. It's like reading your AI's diary, which is either really cool or mildly concerning, depending on how much you've told it about yourself. The community then took this and made it stranger. There's a plugin called OpenClaw Dreams that doesn't just consolidate memory, it writes a full surreal narrative about your day. Every night, there's a 5% chance it generates a nightmare instead, a darker version of the same events, and that at some point the next morning, it messages you and says, "I had a dream last night. Do you want to hear about it?" So in 2 weeks, OpenClaw grew a family and learned to dream. At some point, the line between a tool that remembers you and one that thinks and dreams about you starts to blur. Anyway, everything's linked in the description, and if your AI messages you at 3 a.m., I'm sorry, but also, you're welcome.